here we're going to look at two different methods. Han and Jada solved the same equation with different methods. Here they are. Take a minute to look at Han's method and look at Jada's method. These are both methods we've used in the past. Here, it looks like with Han's method, we're multiplying out these two binomials, moving that 25 to the other side, so one side equals 0, and then factoring so that we can use zero product property. Right? Set each factor equal to 0 and find our solutions. Jada's method uses kind of our logic and says what number squared equals 25? Well, we know that 5 squared is 25. Also, negative 5 squared is 25. So if we set this factor x minus 6 equal to 5 or negative 5, we can find our solution. So this asks you to work with a partner, and obviously we're not in school right now. If you want to call a friend, that would be awesome. And you want to work with someone on this, that would be great. But I do want you to try them. It says for each equation, one partner solves with Han's method and the other partner solves with Jada's method. So what you're going to do is a little different. You're going to maybe try one problem with Han's method and then one problem with Jada's method. You want to try each way. And then I will show you both methods so you can compare your steps and then see if we got the same answers with the two different methods. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause so you'll have some time to try these, and feel free to look at Jada's method, look at Han's method, and ask yourself, what steps did they take? How could I solve it this way? How could I solve it that way? All right, go ahead and hit pause. All right, you should have already tried at least 2 or 3 of these problems down here. I'm going to show you both methods for solving each problem. Here's the first one, solved with Han's method. Write it out, distribute, get one side equal to 0. I didn't write every single step, like from here to here. Oops, let's write. From here to here, I subtracted 49 from both sides. From here to here, we factored. Right, so we end up with 12 and negative 2. So if you solved it with that method, check your steps and see if we agree. And if you solved using Jada's method, check that. And notice we got the same answer either way. All right, if you need to go back to that other one to take more time with it, go ahead and hit pause and rewind. Okay, here's the next problem by Han's method and Jada's method. Take a minute, get some feedback. Hit pause if you need more time. The next problem, this one was exciting because it had lots of fractions in it. So go ahead, check your work, see if you have any questions. Be careful over here when I'm asked what squared gives me 4/9. I think about, well, how did I get 4/9? What times what gave me 4/9? Well, 2 times 2 gave me 4, and 3 times 3 gave me 9. So 2/3 squared is what got me 4/9. So that's why I used 2/3 here and negative 2/3 here. All right. And lastly, here we had lots of decimals, which was another exciting thing. We had to be careful, like this 0.36. Some of you may have thought 0.06 times 0.06. If you multiply those together, you'd get 36. But that isn't the case. You would get 0.0036. So be really careful. This is a little tricky. 0.6 times 0.6, or 6/10 times 6/10 gives you 36 1/100ths, which is what we have here. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. So check your work. So each time we should get the exact same answers, no matter which method we use. Okay. I'm going to go back to the first page. So what you want to do before we finish, you want to ask yourself which method was easier. One of them was much faster because we were using logic and didn't need to walk through so many steps or use so many skills. But not only do I want you to ask yourself which one was easier, I want to know why. What made it so that we could use that method? What was special about this problem? Right? They were both given the same problem. What was special about that problem that made us, or that allowed us to use Jada's method, which was much easier? All right, thanks for watching.